针锋相对的大战将在今夜上演。打法凶猛强悍的战斗机李洪基将面对来势汹汹的吉尔吉斯斯坦高手马克哈马特亚诺夫多斯顿别克。羽量级4人新锐赛冠军刘永强再次无畏出征，遭遇来自美国的冠军选手午夜达科塔。首先，精彩的4人新锐赛将为今晚的对决拉开帷幕。强者不斩无名之辈 ，JCK 绝城之夜 N94 即将开启强者猎杀之战。
Fight fans, welcome back to Shanxi, China for JCK Fight Night 94. An exciting night of action awaits you tonight here at the JCK International Fight Center. Kyrgyzstan's Dostonbek takes on China's Li Hongji in tonight's main event.
Here we have a look at the young phenom Li Hongji, who's fighting in tonight's main event. He's fighting this man, Kyrgyzstan, Dostonbek, who's making his JCK debut tonight.
Looking now at the matchups graphic for tonight's headliner. JCK fans are all familiar with veteran Li Hongji, an exciting fighter. Win or lose, expect him to push the pace and look to finish the fight on the feet. His opponent tonight, Kyrgyzstan's Dostonbek, is a national kickboxing champion in his homeland with 3 years of wrestling experience under his belt before his MMA journey even began. We expect a tough fight out of Dostonbek tonight. I'm Vaughn Anderson.
And I'm Woody Potider.
And we are thrilled to be joining you here for JCK Fight Night 94. Woody, this card is stacked with a ton of great fights.
That's right, Vaughn. And in the co-main event, we have America's Dakota Hope going against the pride of China, Liu Yongqiang. And we have the potential fight of the night between Yang Zhaoxi going up against Yang Guoqu.
Let's get the action started in style. Here is your master of ceremonies, Yang Guang.
Thanks Vaughn, thanks Woody. 所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，大家晚上好！欢迎收看中国顶级 MMA 综合格斗直播赛事 JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛。我们现在是在 JCK 战绝城国际格斗中心与您见面，我是杨光。JCK 战绝城是由海南全天候网络经纪有限公司荣誉出品，由中国国际竞技纪录合作促进会竞技体育产业融合创新发展工作委员会负责相关的指导工作。目前 JCK 战绝城知识产权已在香港联合国际知识产权交易中心挂牌上市。那么今天晚上将为大家现场呈现的 JCK 绝城之夜 N94 的激烈的比赛交锋。那么同时呢，今天晚上的比赛也将会通过我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻以及快手等相关平台进行全程同步直播。同时还要特别感谢新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL。以及格斗迷还有虎牙直播的大力支持，同时还要特别感谢12道、华肯乳业集团、梅花以及飞德士对今天晚上比赛的大力支持。那么今天晚上应战选手分别是头条主赛银量级的交锋，战斗机李洪基对阵马克哈马特亚诺夫 Dostonbek。正赛方面羽量级的对决，刘永强对阵午夜达科塔；雏量级特丹让俄对阵来自于伊朗的穆罕默德里萨。复赛方面轻量级的交锋，双头蛇杨国旭对阵杨昭旭；轻量级刘梦阳大战麦麦提卡日阿帕尔。同时银量级4人新锐赛首轮 A 组方面，托列巴和提江对阵张连航 ；B 组杨健康对阵叶德里穆黑亚提。在此也诚挚的邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。冲出亚洲，走向世界，超越格斗的极限，迈向新的征程。JCK 战绝城龙斗终极冠军赛必是世界综合格斗的新浪潮。再次非常开心能够和现场以及屏幕前的诸位共同和见证，引领这股新的浪潮。接下来我们书开正风，共同开启今晚的比赛。
JCK 战绝城比赛规则及打分逻辑。JCK 战绝城常规比赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟。JCK 战绝城4人赛，初赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟， 回合间休息1分钟，肘击半放开。决赛，每场比赛3回合，每回合3分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 决城之夜，每场比赛3回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。JCK 战决城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛，每场比赛5回合，每回合5分钟，回合间休息1分钟，肘击全放开。普通比赛，金腰带挑战权、金腰带争夺权比赛及金腰带争夺战比赛将由3位判分裁判员进行打分。JCK 战决城龙斗赏金挑战赛决赛将由5位裁判员进行打分。肘击禁止使用由天12点至地6点由前向后的拉肘攻击，半放开，不允许击打头部。JCK 战决城打分逻辑 MMA 比赛的打分逻辑是以结果为导向，采用减分制原则，每回合获胜方得10分，对方得9分或更少。打分权重，以选手的技术表现作为评估标准，有效打击、有效缠斗、积极的进攻和局面的控制，重击的权重优于摔跤和控制。
It's time now for the first fight of the evening, opening round A of our one-night four-man flyweight tournament. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, it's Zhang Lianhang, hailing from the province of Jiangsu in the country of China. Just 20 years of age, now living and training in Beijing at Freeman Fight Club. Here's Zhang Lianhang, one half of the opening round of tonight's one-man, four-man tournament, training at the lesser-known wrestling-based gym in Beijing, Freeman Fight Club. The gym may be small and off your radar, but believe me, stars including Zhang Xiaoliang have come out of this gym, so don't be surprised if Zhang Lianhang comes out strong tonight. Zhang's native Jiangsu province is far from Beijing, where he lives and trains now. He's made the sacrifice, making the move to chase his dreams, and looks to leave a memorable impression on all of us tonight.
It's always awesome to see when some guys from the wrestling background, when the wrestlers make the move into MMA. So many guys who have a wrestling base go to MMA gyms, join an MMA team. It's very rare that you see a pure wrestling background team coach and develop really good MMA fighters. Very happy to see them have another opportunity to get a successful fighter here in JCK. And there we see his opponent, Tuola Bahatijan. This Xinjiang native is 20 years old and has a wrestling base, training at Tuowu Fight Club in Zhongshan under the leadership of Peng Xie-wen. They have a very strong spirit there too, but they also have very well-rounded MMA knowledge. Tuola did an amazing job in his fight when he last fought here in JCK a month ago. He won a third-round TKO body shot finish over the very tough Isha Chilie. Tuola has great top control and is quite scrappy. He doesn't mind to stand and trade on the feet either. It's very easy to look at him and assume he is out of shape, but he moves very fast and maintains a high work rate despite the extra weight that he's carrying around the middle. I've grown to like this kid more and more. He brings action, and he's really a nice surprise if you consider when you look at him. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Tuolie definitely the most experienced in this four-man tournament, but still just 20 years of age. A huge future awaits this young potential superstar. Let's see how he does.
And his coach is very well respected and has high hopes for him.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, we see both fighters just 20 years of age. A slight reach advantage favors Jiang.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 零两级私人新锐赛首轮 A 组的比赛争夺。蓝方选手身高169公分，臂展168厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄20岁，来自于北京方正自由人搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩6战5胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手行者张连浩。 本场比赛，红方选手身高164公分，臂展160厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄20岁，来自于中山拓武格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩9战7胜2负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩2战全胜。他就是来自于中国的红方选手托列巴赫提夏。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
Judge, time. Unit, fight!
Zhang in the blue and Tuola in the red. Tuola switching immediately to southpaw stance.
Cautious start from both fighters. There's a hard overhand from Jiang.
Yeah, Tuola's coach is in the hospital. He had an operation on his shoulder, but we phoned him and he told us that Tuola is his first student from the beginning. Since he opened his gym, Tuola's been with him, and he thinks this kid's gonna go a far way, a long, long way in this industry. There, Tuola going with a body shot.
Tuola switching stances again. Now he's in orthodox stance.
Nice 1-2 by Zhang. Not finding home though.
Tuola switching back to southpaw here.
Tuola's defense is a little bit unorthodox, but so far he's managed to avoid most of the strikes. Oh, he gets through with a left cross and a short right hook of his own there.
Tuola working to work the midsection there with a left kick.
It's really interesting if you look at them fight. Both these guys from wrestling heavy teams, and 1.5 minutes in, it's all on the feet. Remember folks, these 4-man tournaments are only 3 minutes per round, not 5 minutes, because they'll be fighting again. Whoever wins this fight will fight later tonight against the winner of the next bout. Oh, nice fake and right cross.
Both fighters turning on the action there, swapping bombs. Connecting again at the center of the cage.
Tuola eating some punches, but throwing back. Oh, nice 1-2 from Tuola.
Tuola looking to close the distance. Jiang shoves off that body lock. Beautiful uppercut there from Tuola.
Both these guys have been hit, but they're not really showing any reaction after they get hit, not being stunned, wobbling.
Another uppercut attempt there by Tuola.
I like how Tuola switches stances the whole time, making it difficult for Jiang to get a read on him and find a nice distance.
I noticed that too, but I gotta say, it might help his defense, but I haven't really seen many substantial attacks from that southpaw stance. Fake south.
Maybe he's a fake orthodox.
They clinch just as the bell sounds. I understand the envy. I understand the envy. Orthodox fighters all want to be southpaw, but you're either born with it or you're not.
Coming from the words of the Southpaw himself.
Look at some of the action from that first round. Zhang on the attack here.
Very close round, hard to score, nothing significant happening in that round.
I don't know. I think probably the way the judges will see it is they'll give a slight edge to Zhang. What do you think?
I would say the same. I think he was working a little bit more, but most of his punches were not finding home anyway. Maybe Tuola actually landed on Zhang more. Hard to say. I'm happy I'm a commentator, not a ref, Owen. Folks at home, if you joined here, this is JCK Fight Night 94.
Fight!
This is the first fight of the night. Round 2, Zhang in the blue corner and Tuola in the red.
Tuola starting this round in the orthodox stance. A beautiful uppercut attempt there. He knows what he wants to do. He's thrown that uppercut a few times. I think what he's looking for is he's looking for a reaction as though he's shooting a double leg. And when Zhang ducks his head down, if he times it right, he's going to eat a hell of a powerful uppercut. Look, there's blood coming out of the nose of Zhang already. Beautiful flurry from Tuola. They engage here on the feet, and they disengage. Tuola with a beautiful 1-2. A nice counter, though, from Zhang.
Yeah, Zhang not holding back, immediately throwing back. A heavy right cross. Feels like Zhang is starting to find his range, just standing right outside of the reach of Tuola.
Zhang looking for that.
Oh, nice right cross from Zhang. Another one. Works the body.
Another stiff jab from Zhang. It seems that Tuola has abandoned that southpaw attempt, staying exclusively in the orthodox stance so far in the second round. Oh, beautifully timed.
Nice run
Takedown. Tuola, no resistance at all. Tuola now on top, inside the closed guard of Zhang Lian.
Zhang keeping that guard up high, holding Tuola's head, not giving him too much space to enforce some ground and pound. Now we see Tuola. He maintains the position, standing up, looking for some more punches. He's got to be careful for the triangle there. Stands up. Nice 1-2 from Tuola. Beautiful.
Another takedown at the end of the round. We'll see a third round after a short rest.
Tuola very good there. Caught that kick and punched right through and got the takedown.
It started off as Zhang's round, but Tuola maybe stole that round. Would you agree?
Yeah, heavy takedown. And don't forget, we saw the blood coming out of Zhang's nose. round 3. Surely you must be thinking, if you're on both these corners, that this round will be the deciding factor.
With these one-night tournaments, we always hear the same story from the fighters. They want to win, but they want to leave the cage as fresh as possible, with as little damage as possible, so that they can carry on into the finals healthy. Now, I think it's 1 round apiece for both these fighters. That means this round is make it or break it. Whoever wins this round, I believe, will advance to the finals later on tonight.
You know, I agree with you, but about 4-man tournaments, sometimes I feel like these old school 4-man one-night tournaments or 8-man one-night tournaments, sometimes it separates the fighters from the athlete, and it's just the fighters who just love fighting and just go in there, don't think too much, do whatever you must, just get to the next round. And when you get there, well, we'll figure out once we get to cross this bridge. When we get there, we'll make a new plan.
These one-night tournaments are fantastic. We've seen in the past fighters win, but then they're too injured. In their victory, they hurt themselves too much, and then the loser of the opening round gets to advance because the winner is not healthy enough, and they even end up winning sometimes. It's so exciting.
Exactly, and that's sometimes, I mean, I'm making a generalization, but I feel like the differentiating factor is that the fighter is just going to go out there and tough it out no matter what, and the athlete will try to be smart and find the best routes and game plan to not get injured.
Tuolo gets the takedown again. He's on top now.
He does
Beautiful
have a
body-head combo.
You know, we spoke about it. He does have a lot more experience, and he's doing the right thing here, fighting very smart. Not going to take a lot of damage inside somebody else's close guard. Staying active. And don't forget, he scored that 3rd round victory in his last fight, where he had that body shot and took out Ishe Chulia. And Ishe Chulia, in that specific fight, I thought was the favorite to win it.
I did too. Tuolo working the body with elbows now. Just 26 seconds away from what I believe should be a Tuolo win. Let's see how the final few seconds of this fight plays out. Zhang back to his feet. Both fighters swapping bombs there. Beautiful.
Wow, points down and throws bombs. Throwing big overhands as Tuolo drops his head. Throws some bombs.
We'll go to the judges' scorecards to see who advances to the finals later tonight.
Feather.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 1 29 to 28。2号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 2 29 to 28。3号裁判29比28 ，Judge number 3 29 to 28。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定，红方胜。感谢2位。 接下来马上开启今天晚上 JCK 战决城4人新锐赛首轮 B 组的比赛争夺。
It's time now for opening round B of our one-night, four-man flyweight tournament. Making his way now to the cage from the blue corner, Yedali Muhayati, hailing from the Xinjiang region in northwestern China. This 22-year-old now lives and trains in Beijing at Black Tiger Fight Club. Yedali took the 2023 National MMA Championship. Then in 2024, he was second in those same National MMA Games as a pro. He's 0-2, but fought more experienced opponents, never finished, taking both opponents to a decision. His opponent tonight also has more experience than Yedali. Yedali looking to use his boxing base to add his first pro win to his record tonight. Black Tiger, where Yedali trains, is full of talent. Let's see how much he's improved tonight under the guidance of those training partners and coaches in Beijing.
Yeah, Yedali has a really cool energy around him, very confident, very well respected, speaks well, acts well. We saw him in the training room. He moves well in training, and actually he trained with the Chinese commentator Liu Tong quite a bit, and Liu Tong said he believes he might be the man to win the whole four-man tournament. And there is his opponent, Yang Jiankang. This 19-year-old is officially 0-0, making his debut here in JCK. That's also his professional debut. We know very, very little about him. I had to track him down and get him to sit and talk to me for a bit. He's been training MMA for only 2 years. During this time, he did some other fights. He had 2 kickboxing fights and 5 MMA fights. Both the kickboxing fights he won with finishes. The first one he won with a spinning back fist, and the second one with a knee to the body. Then his 5 amateur amateur MMA fights, he won 2 of them and lost 3. The losses were 2 submissions, both rear naked chokes. One rear naked choke and 1 armbar. But he also finished his opponent with elbows to the face. I asked him, you did an amateur fight, were they allowed elbows to the face? He's like, yeah, that was part of that show. So he's definitely fought in some wild shows. And for a 19-year-old kid, let's see how he can perform tonight. He told me he definitely prefers to keep it on the feet.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see that Yang at 19 is the youngest fighter on the card tonight.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银两级4人新锐赛首轮 B 组的比赛争夺。南方选手身高179公分，臂展178厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄22岁，来自于著名的北京黑虎搏击俱乐部。 MMA 综合格斗战绩2战揭幕。那么今天晚上在 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的南方选手叶特里穆黑亚蒂。本场比赛，红方选手身高169公分，臂展168厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄19岁，来自于成都阿修罗拳王战队。 MMA 综合格斗战绩5战4胜1负。那么今天晚上上 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是汉尼人杨健康。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
Judge, time. Ready, fight!
Yedali in the blue corner and Young in the red. Immediately they kick off with exchanging jabs. Fast jabs from Yedali, and he switches stances.
Great start for both.
Oh,
beautiful knee
jumping knee
from Yedali. Both fighters swapping low kicks now.
Another knee from Yedali.
Yang charging forward. He needs to be careful not to eat one of those powerful jumping knees again.
Yedali very elusive. Nice.
Beautiful
Kick to the head, kick to the body.
Beautiful stiff cross from the southpaw stance for Yedali.
Yedali is very, very fast, and his knees, he's got a really good flexibility in his hips, and he can bring that knee up to the face so naturally. Keeping the range, tracing stances.
Oh, a beautiful high kick there from Yedali. Finds the small opening in Yang's guard. Scoring with a vicious head kick there. Yang answers. Oh, he liver stops!
The liver stops! It's over!
Boom! The southpaw Yedali finishes the fight easily in the first round with a beautiful liver kick to the body.
Well done, this kid. Very impressive performance by Yedali. Maybe Liu Tong was right. This kid might have what it takes. And Tuola has a good challenge later tonight.
He is totally fresh now. Didn't break a sweat. Going into the finals later to fight Tuola. I think that is going to be a tough fight for Tuola, but we'll
Let's
see
have a look
how it
here.
goes.
Let's look at that. He catches him with a head kick earlier, and then this is it.
Wham.
Boom. Right on the liver.
Immediately drops with agonizing pain from a perfectly placed kick to the liver. Fantastic work from southpaw Yedali. Yang back to his feet. He'll be okay, but man.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则，赢量级比赛的最终结果为来自于中国的蓝方选手叶德利慕黑亚提，第一回合1分13秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by technical knockout. 接下来的时间，共同开启我们今天晚上复赛环节的比赛交锋。
Now it's time for the third fight of the evening. This is a lightweight fight, making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, the one they call Volcano Superman, Mai Ti Ka-ri Apar, hailing from Xinjiang in the northwest region of China. He has a kickboxing base and he now lives and trains in Dongguan in southwest China, where he trains at Volcano Fight Club. Apar fought in a 4-man tournament in August, losing a decision in the semifinal. He's back to try again in this match, only having trained for 6 months now. That means in August, when he fought in the 4-man, he had only 4 months of training under his belt. Only having trained MMA for 6 months total now, the whole 6 months have been exclusively in Dongguan at Volcano MMA, which is run by Ambo Fight Club veterans. Apar is planning to mix it up with boxing and wrestling in tonight's fight, looking for the win. Apar respects the striking of his opponent, Liu Mengyang, but believes the best chance of winning will come after he grounds Liu. Volcano MMA has some tough fighters, great training environment there in Dongguan. Let's see what Apar brings to the cage tonight. Xinjiang is at the top, northwest of the country. Dongguan, of course, the southwest of the country, far away from home, chasing his dreams.
There we see his opponent, calm and collected, super confident. Liu Mengyang, only 21 years old. This kickboxer is still a very young and inexperienced MMA fighter with only one recorded fight, which we saw right here in JCK against Tai Wei Hao on June 28th, earlier this year. He finished his opponent in 4 minutes and 17 seconds of the very first round. It started with a great right hand, followed by some ground and pound. He has a very strong striking base. Hard to guess at his grappling level right now because we've not seen anything. But will his grappling and his wrestling be tested tonight? Will we get to see how well-rounded his MMA game is? Or will the striker and his opponent, who's also a striker, choose to keep it on the feet? That remains to be seen.
Fantastic.
And both these guys are really tall, 183 and 180. They're tall lightweights, lanky, strong, and people underestimate, for folks watching overseas who are not familiar with the region, China has very high-level striking. If someone is a professional kickboxer and has some kickboxing accolades, it really translates well.
One observation that I can share from my time here in China is that most Chinese strikers have a sanda base. Sanda is a Chinese striking system that incorporates takedowns and takedown defense. I believe this is the best striking style for MMA, as it allows fighters to stop the takedown, keep the fight on the feet, and use their striking skills to the best of their advantage. Two tall lightweights, and we see the tail of the tape. Liu Mengyang enjoys a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高180公分，臂展178厘米，体重71.20公斤，年龄22岁，来自于东莞火山格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩3战1胜2负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1负，他就是火山超人。 麦麦提克日阿帕尔。本场比赛，红方选手身高183公分，臂展184厘米，体重71.30公斤，年龄21岁，来自于著名的顺远搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩1战1胜 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜。掌声送给刘梦阳。本场比赛场上裁判王安莹。
Hi, ready, fight!
Apar in the blue corner and Liu in the red. Nice lead outside kick from Liu.
This time it's Liu Mengyang in the southpaw stance. We saw the devastation. My bad. It's Apar in the southpaw stance.
So you're voting for the southpaw as always?
I think I'm gonna go with the southpaw for a change.
All right, let's go, Leo. Actually, both these guys, I believe, have it within their ability to finish the fight. Any moment we saw Apar land a nice kick through into the body on the liver. We just saw success of a nice liver kick.
During the walkout, I mentioned that Apar is training at Volcano Fight Club in Dongguan. The coaching staff, the guys who run the gym are extremely young, but they've done a good job so far of getting up-and-comers, at least no champions yet, but they've got some really tough fighters. They have a very, you know, I imagine, I've never been there, but they must have a very aggressive training style. All their fighters bring the fight to the cage, at least the ones that we've seen.
And you know, we talked about it, there's so many strong teams, but there are a few that really stand out. You got Sun King, you got Long Yu, Umbo, well, it was Wu Chunjie, but Umbo. And then we spoke to one of the fighters, I don't want to say his name, but he told us he believes the best training right now in China is at Umbo. They have a very, very good facility, lots of different coaches, and they keep changing the coaches, so you get so much exposure as a fighter.
Apar flies in with the left hand, closes the distance. Now he's got Leo pressed against the cage wall, looking to take this fight to the ground perhaps. Apar switching the strategy up.
Leo grabbed the fence there twice.
Doing a good job, mostly by following the rules of staying on his feet.
But now he's dug in that right hand underhook. And you know, for someone who has a very strong striking base, learning how to defend the takedown, you're going to have a successful MMA career, is incredibly important. Seems to be doing pretty good. Short little elbows there from Leo. Oh, nice.
Apar works with a shot to the body. Leo Mengyang fires a knee to the midsection. Backing up Apar.
It was a knee and a kick. Oh, a nice right cross and lead left hook.
Beautiful overhand there, a wild punch from Apar. He level changes, he's looking for the single leg.
Oh, but Leo's got a ninja choke in.
Oh, the tap! The tap!
That's it.
Leo Mengyang
Catches him with that ninja choke. Was the ninja choke power guillotine? I couldn't see clearly.
I believe it's from that angle, got to be a power guillotine. Forces the tap from Apar. Amazing. Amazing work from Leo Mengyang in this lightweight bout.
I think Apar wanted that takedown, overextended himself, and Leo Mengyang pounced on the opportunity and finished his opponent. Nicely done. Awesome job by this very young fighter, only 21 years old. Let's have a look here at the highlights. There he is. He starts cinching it up. Awesome work here.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手刘梦阳，第一回合3分0秒使用断头台降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by guillotine choke。接下来掌声有请颁奖嘉宾：西安玉博园酒业董事长台雅蓉女士。 有请颁奖嘉宾同红蓝双方选手共同合影留念。好，感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手，谢谢。接下来马上开启今天晚上第2场轻量级的复赛交锋。
好了，马上开启的就是今天晚上的第2场复赛轻量级的较量。
Another lightweight scrap as Yang Jiaoshu makes his way to the cage now from the blue corner. He's a local boy from Yuncheng City right here in Shanxi province. Of course, he's living and training in Xi'an at Tiger King Fight Club now. 23 years of age, the always exciting Yang Jiaoshu walking out to the cage now, coming off a KO finish over veteran Yang Fei earlier this year. Yang also finished Liu Yongchang, who fights in the co-main event later tonight. We also can't forget Yang's shocking first-round TKO win over the well-decorated Tianxi here at JCK last year. He suffered a loss to his opponent's teammate, Huang Zhenya, but he's fighting equally exciting Yang Guoshu tonight. This has the potential to be an action-packed brawl between two guys that don't back down. I really see these two fighters like violence magnets. They're just gonna suck to the center of the cage until someone goes to sleep. Yang Jiaoshu steps into the cage now for this lightweight scrap.
And there we see his opponent, Yang Guoqi, the twin-headed dragon. Yang Guoqi has had a very rough start to his MMA career, but in his case, I think you really need to delve into who he fought and how it played out. He won his pro debut against Liu Huanan with a rear naked choke in round 1. Then he had a war with Wang Qi and lost a decision. But Wang Qi was 18-9 at the time. That is a super tough matchup for your second profession fight. And very impressive that he managed to go the distance. Then he suffered the worst KO I have ever seen live with that back kick to the face from upper. He was out for a while, and then when he returned, he decided to move down to lightweight from welterweight, and his first fight was against the veteran Li Fuyao. He looked a little bit hesitant in that fight and a little bit weak. I believe he had a hard weight cut in the first lightweight fight, but now he has looked much better in the last 2 days. We saw him at Williams looking fresh. I spoke to him earlier and he said it was so much easier this time around. This is my new weight, and I believe you cannot sleep on Yang Guoqi. Very well trained. He's even won an amateur MMA tournament in Asia. The guy is really, really good.
A look now at the tail of the tape, and let's look how these two warriors stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 轻量级的复赛交锋，南方选手身高184公分，臂展180厘米，体重71.40公斤，年龄23岁，来自于西安泰格王格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战5胜4负 ，JCK 战决城战绩9战5胜4负。他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手杨昭旭。本场比赛，红方选手身高177公分，臂展181厘米，体重71.50公斤，年龄23岁，来自于成杰格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩 9战5胜4负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩4战1胜3负，他就是双头蛇杨国旭。本场比赛场上裁判张永熙。
快走。肘不要打头啊，内侧关趴头，后方深。看，看。Judge, time, ready, fight! Yang Zhaoxi in the blue and Yang Guoxi in the red. We'll call them Zhaoxi and Guoxi. Zhaoxi with a kick to start things off.
Zhao Xu with a nice calf kick. Yang Guoxi looking for the takedown. This is a bad spot for Yang Zhaoxi.
Guoxi, I'm telling you, he's very well-rounded. He's good on the cage wall. We saw him against when he fought Li Fuyao, but look at Zhao Xi.
It's the power, Woody. It's the power of Yang Zhaoxi that concerns me. He's definitely less technical, but man, he's got power.
How long will that power last? He really has dynamite in his hands, but almost none of his fights have gone very long. He's just so explosive. And we know Yang Guoxi is so tough, and he got the fight to the ground.
Both great guys, both great fighters. I know Yang Guoxi a little bit better, so I'm kind of hoping that he wins. But I gotta say, it's so hard to bet against Yang Zhaoxi.
Cannot bet against Yang Zhaoxi. We did that a few times, and every time we came up short.
Yang Guoxi here with a very intelligent strategy. He's doing the right thing. Got the fight to the ground. This is where Yang Zhaoxi is weakest, for sure.
Guoxi is definitely, I think he's got the right tactic here. We see his coach in his corner. Normally, his coach, Wu Xinjie, doesn't come for fights that are not main events, but he came out. I'm very happy for Guoxi that his coach is here, because there's nothing like the confidence and the in-the-moment cornering from an experienced coach.
Guoxi looking to
he's
advance on the
give
ground.
The back.
He's got the back now. It's a bad spot for Zhao Xu.
Got the back and 3 minutes left. Zhao Xu hiding his head, but Guoxi hitting him on the ear. Fishes that hand through.
Looking for the choke here. This is a bad spot for Zhao Xu. Is he going to be able to survive this? There's still more than 2.5 minutes remaining in this first round.
And Guoxi has some tough training partners. He's got guys like Siji Lahu, Tang He, Du Lile, all of those guys in his camp. Those are some strong wrestlers and good jiu-jitsu training partners. Hu Bilan also recently moved to that camp. Nice hammer fist from the side. I don't think Zhao Xi will easily be knocked out. Zhao Xi is super tough, but he's got to avoid the submission here.
Zhao Xu doing a good job of defending the attacks here, as his back has been taken already for a few minutes. Look at him trying to sneak out from that back control. What he needs to do is slide across one of those legs and pin his back to the ground. He might give up the mount, maybe give up. If he's lucky, he can get half guard. But so far, he's been able to shrug Yang Guoxi off his back here in this first round.
Yang Guoxi riding his back. We see, look at the mouthpiece of Zhao Xi. Is open mouth. Mouthpiece almost falling out. How long before he can pull out a hand and start attacking that neck again? Oh, beautiful reversal here from Yang Zhaoxi. Now this is where you don't want to be. This guy's hands are surprisingly powerful. Yang Guoxi goes for an armbar. Zhaoxi shrugs it off and drops some bombs. Nice punches. Kicks him up. Nice body punch. Heavy ground and pound. This is what we're talking about. The power of Zhao Xi is just You look at him and you can't imagine how much power he carries in his hands, but you just hear the blows and you just see the energy go out of his opponent. This is what we talked about as well in the opening. Yang Daoshi doesn't care where the fight goes. He just follows everywhere. Now he's in full mount.
What a change of tides here. We'd never believe that Yang Daoshi would follow Guo Xu to the ground. He's toughest on the feet, but he's doing a fantastic job. Look at this, dropping some ground and pound here from the mount. Guo Xu doing what he can to hide all his targets. There's some hard hammer fists from Zhao Xu. Boom! That's how the round ends. Guo Xu looks exhausted. Did he spend his energy reserves trying to control and finish the fight on the ground earlier in that round?
And who did give that round to?
Well, I think that Zhao Xu is the better fighter. I think I have a bit of a bias here, even though I like Guo Xu personally. I just think that Zhao Xu's, he's got to win this fight. He's just so powerful.
Very tough, very aggressive, hard to finish. Let's see, we got another round. We got another 2 rounds scheduled, but I'm very curious to see who would win this fight in the judges' scorebook.
Ready? Fight!
Another thing that I want to mention, fans, although we haven't really followed up with Yang Daoshi for the few years, when he made his JCK debut, he was a military cadet. He is literally ready for war at any time. On the attack, Zhao Xu working the body, the head, hitting Guo Xu with some hard punches.
Guo Xu's throwing back, moving backwards a little bit.
Beautiful shot, little resistance from Zhao Xu, grabs the fence momentarily. He's on his feet, but it's only a matter of time, I believe, till Guo Xu gets this fight to the ground.
He's got his hands locked on the hips there.
Great work from Zhao Xu to defend, but Guo Xu gets the takedown.
Can he move to the back?
Calls for the knee from Guo Xu's corner. Zhao Xu doing a fantastic job of getting back to his feet. He's still pressed against the cage wall, deep in enemy territory there in Guo Xu's corner.
Drags him down, holding him tight.
You saw after the first round, although Guo Xu had a lot of control in that opening round, he looked exhausted at the end of the round, suggesting to me that he's spending a tremendous amount of energy in situations like we see right now, just controlling the position. A testament, perhaps, to Yang Daoshi's power.
Yeah, and look how difficult. He's so scrappy. He just keeps getting up, keeps moving, and Yang Daoshi keeps very calm. That's the second warning, verbal warning the referee's given to Yang Daoshi about holding the fence.
Yang Daoshi looking to hit the switch here from the bottom and get out of this compromising situation. He's doing a fantastic job. Will he be able to break this grip here from Guo Xu?
Guo Xu grinding back, has that body lock, looks for the trip. Can he drag him down?
I think right now a good idea for Guo Xu would just be to loosen his grip a little, slide down to the knees, and then reapply the pressure, buckling the knees perhaps of Zhao Xu and being better able to take this fight to the ground.
Zhao Xu breathing heavy now, but he does look a little bit fresher. He's the one who's attacking the back of Yang Guo Xu.
We passed the halfway mark in this second round. Both fighters clinching against the cage wall. You got to ask yourself, although Zhao Xu did better on the ground there, is it really the safest place to fight? I think he was doing better on the feet, although there's a slight reach disadvantage. I think he's a better striker, and he's definitely a better striker than he is a grappler. Referee breaks up the action. They disengage and the fight resumes. Hard
Nice
1-2 there and a left kick from Zhao Xu on the attack, throwing punches. Look, he's not even got his hands up. He's just recklessly driving forward.
He's so good in trading. He just zones in and doesn't defend, but just throws bombs. Look at those.
Wham! Connecting several times to the face of Guo Xu. Working the body again with the head.
Body, head.
A lesser
Punch.
man would be asleep.
Another huge right hand.
Guo Xu, you know he wants to shoot the takedown, but we just worry. I don't think he's got the energy to do it.
Another
a beautiful
big
body shot.
Another big body shot.
Zhao Xu is tired too, but he's hunting for the finish. Now an aggressive comeback from Guo Xu. Zhao Xu backs off momentarily, and now he's pushing the pace, walking forward. Eats a jab to the body, answers with a push kick to the stomach.
Both these guys are tired, and they're trying to hurt each other.
Oh, another right hand finds the mark. The counters from Zhao Xu. Less than 30 seconds in this second round. Look at the damage to the face of Guo Xu.
He's so tough. I remember we saw him the day after he got bad knocked out with a huge lump on his face, asking me, "Are you okay?" He said, "I couldn't be better."
Oh, it's Zhao Xu with a level change and a beautifully timed takedown. What a surprise.
10 seconds left in this second round.
Whatever you think about the results of the first round, you got to give that second round to Yang Zhao Xu. Woody, do you agree?
I agree with you.
不是你忘了那个下回合前头上步，然后归膝勾绊，上步归膝勾绊，你记得不？啊，记得不？打拳的时候勾这个步脚，听话。再接着20进攻。我知道你软。
这个啊。Ready, fight!
Here we go, round 3. Yang Zhao Xu against Yang Guoqun. As Yang Zhao Xu immediately walking forward. Both of them shoot for the takedown.
Zhao Xu peppering with straight punches there. Another 1-2 combination from Zhao Xu. Guo Xu backing up, runs into the cage wall, eats a stiff jab, tries for the takedown, but shooked off from Zhao Xu.
Zhao Xu just so good.
Oh, look at that. Zhao Xu loses his balance momentarily on his butt, but he's back to his feet now.
I think Guo Qi shouldn't be moving back as much as he is. He's allowing the strong striker to get comfortable. He's got to walk forward, take the fight to Zhao Xu. Zhao Xu is just picking him apart as it is.
Easier said than done. Look at the damage already amassing on the face of Guo Xu. He needs to get this fight to the ground. He's not going to win this on the feet. Both fighters level change at the same time. They disengage. Zhao Xu is charging forward with some hard punches now. Guo Xu with some punches of his own, but definitely Zhao Xu is winning these striking exchanges.
And looking fresh at the same time. It's like Zhao Xu is actually hunting. He's not just fighting. He's hunting. There he goes for his own takedown.
Beautiful
gets it down.
Single leg. Still over 3 minutes remaining in this fight with Yang Zhao Xu on top. This is a bad spot for Yang Guo Xu, who I believe is down on the judges' scorecards. He's got to do something big here in this third round.
And we know Yang Jiaoxi is not the kind of fighter who's going to coast through. He's going to be looking for the finish. How long before he posts up and drops that devastating ground and pound that he's so famed for?
Zhao Xu doing a good job of controlling here. He's got to watch for the submissions, of course. Yang Guoxu training, grappling daily under black belt instruction there at JCK Fight Club in Chengdu. Not to mention, with the plethora of grappling heavy training partners he's got to work with on a daily basis.
But this, how good is it for Yang Jiaoxi? I mean, he's training at Tiger Wang, which is Wang Guang's club. There's not many grappling coaches there, and look at his control. Look at his defense with submission.
The takedowns, come on.
Yeah, like this kid is
100%
so talented.
Accuracy, takedown success, 100% so far in this fight, if I remember correctly.
And he just doesn't respect he just goes, doesn't care about your submission attempts. He shrugs it off and takes the fight to you. Some hammer fists.
Guoxu needs to make a move. I know I've said that before, but time is of the essence. Just over 90 seconds remaining in this fight, and you've got to believe that if it ends this way, Yang Jiaoxu will add another victory to his record. Guoxu seems to be losing his will.
Non-stop pressure here from Yang Jiaoxu.
An up kick there from Guoxu. He's got to be careful. Jiaoxu looking to pass. And when he's not looking to pass, he's definitely not backing up. He's happy where he is. You're not going to get him just to stand up and walk away from this position. Guoxu needs to do something dramatic, maybe fire up some elbows here from the undercard. There's no elbows. But fire up something from the bottom, an up kick. Try to look for a sweep, push away, get back to your feet, shoot a takedown once you're up.
Can Yang Guoxu get the submission here? 30 seconds left.
The final 30 seconds recognized and mentioned also by Yang Guoxu's corner.
He needs to rotate, create some space. 15 seconds.
Hard
Yang
punch
Jiaoxu
there
doing
from
really good.
Jiaoxu. The bamboo clapper has sounded. The fight is almost over. We'll go to the judges' scorecards to see which Yang has done enough.
Well, I said Yang is going to win tonight. I'm sure I'm right. So.
Tough fight. You cannot bet against Yang Jiaoxu. Let's look at some of the highlights from the fight. Starting in round one. Perfect strategy there from Yang Guoxu, getting the fight to the ground. Almost finishing here several times in the first with ground and pound and hunting for that throat. But before the round was over, Yang Jiaoxu was back at it, on top, on his feet, pounding away, scoring blow after blow. There was takedowns as well throughout this fight. There's a beautiful kick to the head area. Another beautiful combo that backs up Guoxu, working the body. Look at these highlights. How can you believe Yang Guoxu is not the victor? There's a takedown later in the fight.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判28-29 ，Judge number 1 28-29；2号裁判28-29 ，Judge number 2 28-29；3号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 3 27-30。本场比赛3位裁判 一致性判定乱发上 ，for the winner by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China the blue corner 杨昭旭。接下来，掌声有请颁奖嘉宾千岁国际集团董事长首席助理刘伟先生。感谢颁奖嘉宾，感谢双方选手。接下来的时间，让我们共同开启今天晚上正赛环节的比赛。
Now we have a look at the 3 last fights on tonight's main card for JCK Fight Night 94.
Mohammad Reza from Iran is making his JCK debut. He started his martial arts career as a striker, now working as a coach here in China. We saw the 35-year-old looking in phenomenal shape at the weigh-ins yesterday.
特danRanger, the tall and rangy fighter, might look to use his reach advantage as we see him doing here in his last fight against Wu Ze. Watch out for his body kicks and push kicks up the middle to enforce the distance.
Houston, Texas's Dakota Hope brings his accomplished wrestling. The former title holder is coming now to JCK and making a move for that million renminbi prize tonight. He wants to put on a showcase of his techniques here inside the JCK cage.
Liu Yongqiang, the heavy-handed and super aggressive young fighter, might look to keep the fight standing where he is at his most dangerous. Here we see him sniping from the outside against Xie San.
Dorsbekov holds us to the Kyrgyzstan National Kickboxing Championship in his home country, and now he's making his JCK debut right here in the main event. A well-rounded MMA fighter feels he has the advantage in every aspect of tonight's main event. We saw the difference in size at the weigh-ins.
And his opponent Li Hongji, the young prospect, is looking to bounce back and welcomes the challenge. He's very fast on the feet and tough as nails. In his 5 wins, 4 were finishes. He always brings the action, just like we see here in this highlight of his war with Gao Junye. Back and forth, he never stops.
And remember, folks, the tournament finals are coming up too.
南方选手穆罕默德·里萨来自于 Jimbo Fight Club， 曾经获得2023年 HFC 格鲁吉亚锦标赛冠军、摔跤冠军。他对手特丹让俄来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部，拥有非常出色的身体天赋，战力出色。接下来2位选手即将展开较量。
快半年没有比赛了，然后这期间也在弥补我的不足的地方。
محمد رضا ناصری هستم. در وزن 62 کیلو بازی میکنم. کشور ایران اومدم. از حریفم که شناختی ندارم ولی خوب بازیشو تقریبا دیدم، آنالیز کردم. بازیکن خوبیه. ولی من واسه برد اومدم دیگه. باید این بازی رو ببرم.
我对这个对手有一点了解，我觉得他肯定会摔我。他要是不摔我的话，我就肯定会把他 KO 的。所以他的第一个选择就会摔我，但是他摔不到我的这次。
حریفم بازیکن خوبیه ولی نه، من خیلی ریلکس آماده بازی هم باید ببرم.
我这次给他准备了一个很特别的礼物，他上场他就知道了。
看非常突然啊，来自于特战让俄的后手再一次
这个距离确实是非常远。
哎，双方对撞。
یه 6 سال جزو کار کردم کیک بوکس هم کار کردم همه رشته خوب باشه اوکی.
Here we go, fight number 5, the first fight on the main card tonight. This is a bantamweight fight, making his way to the cage now. From the blue corner, it's Iran's Mohammad Reza. Iran's Mohammad Reza is a brave man, arriving this fight week alone here to the JCK International Fight Center with very limited English and basically zero Mandarin ability. I love guys that have the courage to do this. I love people that chase their passion with absolutely no reservation, and Mohammad Reza is a man like this. Reza has fought in many exotic locations throughout his 11-fight career. Iran is well known for technical wrestlers, and Reza brings wrestling titles to this JCK debut. But what many casual fans may not know is that Iran is one of the best countries in the world for Sanda. The lesser-known techniques of Sanda should not surprise Reza tonight. Age is a concern, though. At 35 years of age, he's a full 12 years older than his opponent, Todang Rangge, meaning they are both sharing the same Chinese zodiac. Both born in the year of the snake. Characteristically, snakes are strategic and intelligent. Interestingly, Reza told me he agrees Todang Rangge has good boxing, but nevertheless, Reza plans to challenge his boxing. We look forward to this fight as Mohammad Reza undergoes the final inspections before he steps into the cage here at JCK.
And then we see his opponent, Todang Rangge. Exciting, unpredictable, and tough. He is a well-rounded fighter and has wins over Hu Tao and Si Muke, knocking out Hu Tao in the first round and stopping Si Muke in the second round with strikes. He has fought some of the toughest guys in the division, like Wu Zi, Luo Tianlong, going to a split decision, to a draw with Luo Tianlong and Liu Xiaoyu. Can the Longyun fighter get a win over the Iranian tonight? He has a big reach advantage and maybe some grappling advantages too. However, can he stop the wrestling? I think Todang Rangge should use his reach and really avoid the fight to go to the ground, getting away from the very strong wrestler. And we saw in that highlight reel just before the fight how beautiful his body kicks are. He mixes up, and I'm telling you, he's got very, very heavy hands with those long arms of his when it comes to his straight punches.
Todang Rangge, you said it best. Beautiful straight punches, but also incredible timing. Remember when he dropped his opponent and then peppered him with a knee on the way to the knockout with just like a split second away from it being an illegal attack? Great fighter, fantastic techniques. I love this kid. Looking forward to seeing what this Longyun representative brings to the cage tonight.
And he's also really tall. He's 180 centimeters tall in the bantamweight division. That's quite tall for a bantamweight. When we were in the warm-up area, the exercise room yesterday, he came up and jumped onto a leg lock, always full of fun and games. When it comes time to fight, he's ready to throw down.
Looking now at the tail of the tape, and we can see the younger fighter, Tadang Runge, enjoys the reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 雏量级的正赛争夺，蓝盟选手身高171公分，臂展179厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄35岁，来自于军波 Fight Club。MMA 综合格斗战绩11战6胜5负。那么今天晚上上 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Iran, the Iron Tiger, Muhammad Reza。本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展183厘米，体重61.30公斤，年龄23岁，来自于哈尔滨龙云综合格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩15战8胜6负1平 ，JCK 战决城战绩4战1胜2负1平。他就是来自于中国的红方选手特坦尚本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。那么今天晚上比赛呢，非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯宇老师和刘聪老师，他们两位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Von Anderson 乌迪 Parketer 进行现场的呈现。Welcome。
George, time. Ready? Fight!
Reza in the blue corner and Tadang in the red. Reza immediately goes for a beautiful, but he might be giving the takedown. He's got to be careful here.
Beautiful level change and takedown. He's, you know,
He started
Von
really
Blue
wild.
choke was there. Look at, he's popping himself back into half guard. Look at this. He's looking to crank something over here. We don't have a really good view from where we're standing, but it looks like Reza's got a submission on his mind.
Yeah, he went for a crank there.
Extremely fast. What an impressive start for Reza so far in this fight.
Inside kick, big over kick, and then straight to the ground.
He's got to watch his head there. I'd like to see him.
It looks like he's,
you know,
starting to fish for head and arm. He's got to pass the guard first.
Reza looking for a crank here from inside the half guard. Is he going to be able to finish this crank? He gives up the control there, but he's still got the neck. Tadang Runge might be in a bad spot here.
He's using a lot of power here. Look at the neck of Tadang Runge.
Look at the grimace.
Look at the power of Reza, but Tadang Runge manages to, he survives that attack. It looked like his neck was at 90-degree angle.
Tadang Runge pops out of that submission attempt, wall walks, and now he's on top in Reza's side, with Reza underneath him in side control.
And you know, like this is kind of, it feels like it's skill against power, because we know that the whole camp from Long Yun has good jiu-jitsu, good grappling, and it feels like Reza, you know, he's very aggressive, but didn't look too technical, but very, very strong.
You gotta ask yourself, at 35 years of age, can he maintain this pace for 3 rounds? He might be looking to finish the fight quickly. Look at this within elevator, trying to get out of this bottom position.
Yeah, but he's, you know, he's very strong and in shape, but it feels like Tadang is just doing enough, just controlling the position, surviving, biding his time, and how long before skill overcomes power, or will Reza be able to exploit his explosive power?
Woody, did you notice he was here all week with no corner, and I thought,
no, he's got no corner.
He still doesn't have a corner, even on Fight Night.
He doesn't have a corner.
Can't speak Chinese, barely speaks a few words of English. I love this guy already, man. Just shows up.
Just fights.
In a faraway country, not knowing the language, no corner, and he's looking for the kill tonight.
Yeah, man, I tried to interview him yesterday during dinner, and then I was like, hey, can you speak English? no English. Can you speak Chinese? No Chinese. It's like, all right, nice interview. He's on top.
Riza back on top now, throwing some hard punches there to the face of Tudang Rung-e. Tudang Rung-e wrapping up a Kimura here. This is a bad spot for Riza. He needs to be careful.
So strong is Reza. Powering out of that.
Riza looking to control here from inside the half guard. Looking to pass the guard perhaps, or perhaps a head and arm triangle on that far side. If he can pop his head out, Tudang Rung-e does a good job of popping his arm out of that submission threat.
Turner still has him in his half guard. Now to butterfly guard. He might be able to sweep him.
Riza, momentarily passes the guard. Good work from Tudang Rung-e to recover his guard.
Turner has a very long arm. He's got to be careful.
He's looking for that triangle. Riza evades the triangle, but eats a few up kicks.
What a nice first round so far by both these fighters, Turner and Mohamed Reza. We didn't know too much about Mohamed Reza. Oh, he's got to be careful here.
Tudang Rung-e stitching up a triangle. It's getting tighter and tighter. Riza needs to do something to get out of this triangle, or he's going to tap.
He's hammering first thing. He might fight it. 30 seconds left. Will he be able to survive here? Now we see Turner is trying to put on the squeeze.
Riza needs to watch out. If he loses his balance and ends up on the bottom, there'll be no way to escape this.
Tudang Rung-e just put on the squeeze, slowly squeezing. But you see the elbow there of Reza, creating space.
Riza trying to score here with the final 10 seconds with punches. He might tap. He needs to be careful. There's no corner to tell him. The clock is running down.
Only 1 second left.
Reza is exhausted.
Look at that joke. Look at the color
must
of
have
his
been
head.
Close.
His head and his pants match in color. He barely survived that. And no coach for him. We have the resident water boys. They basically the guys that carry the buckets, and they just give him water and some ice on the back. He's getting no words of advice. All up to him.
Man, you gotta cheer for Reza. Come on.
Yes. Well, I know Turner, but man, what a warrior. Old school. Just get in there and fight. Look at this.
Here's how. Well, those were the replays.
Reza took the fight to Turner. It's a close first round too, but I think you got to give it to Reza.
Got to.
Even though he almost got caught in that triangle.
The problem with triangles, though, it's like you can't completely be sure it was a near finish or not, right? It looked tight. His head went red. It could have been, but you never know.
His head went blue, Vaughn, not red. But it's okay. It's an Iranian color. I'm joking. I'm just trying to say it was nothing to do with him.
A touch of glove.
Too.
Riza bouncing, light on his feet, seems to be fresh, recovered fine from that first round.
How long before he shoots again? Oh, goes for a spinning back kick. Turner zoned in, head hunting.
And also, too, I got to give a shout out to Tudang Rung-e, taking a fight with a guy like Riza, who you just don't know anything about him, right? Like,
it feels like...
Did you see any video on him? Nothing.
No, but man, look at Reza. Just shoots again and again. Now we see Turner having some success with the defense, with the sprawls. But how long? Well, how long can both of these? How long can Turner defend oh, beautiful kick to the body from Turner. Reza stays down, but
Reza looking for the takedown, and he gets it. Will he be able to control? Tudang Rung-e popping back to his knee there. Working the body with those hammer fists. He slides out of that single leg.
Looks like
Riza looks
very tired.
This is what I was worried about, the age. Just the intensity he put into that first round.
If Turner is smart, he should work the body here.
Rizza, what is on his mind? Look at this, he looks like he's in a bad spot. Intending to be hurt, perhaps, to suck Todang Runge in a little bit closer so he can score a takedown.
Sitting down.
This is going to look badly on the judges' scorecards. Rizza is damaged and exhausted. Oh, beautiful cross from Todang Runge, looking for the finish. There's working the body. That's it. Todang Runge survives the onslaught in the first round, comes back in the second round, and finishes an extremely aggressive Mohamed Reza.
Man, I love Todang Runge, but I feel sorry for Reza. He came out here alone. What a warrior. How many tough guys coming out of Iran, and he's literally all by himself. Like you said, in a country where he doesn't speak the language, he survived. He almost got him with that crank right in the beginning. He might be suffering a broken rib. He doesn't look like a happy camper there. Let's hope that it's just exhaustion and nothing serious.
Here's a look at the finish. Boom.
A big right
hard
hand
shot to the head, drops Rizza, and here's the body shot coming up soon. Wham! Right to the liver. And that was, excuse me, not the liver, to the other side of the body, but still, nonetheless, a heavy blow to the body, and Rizza just couldn't handle it.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子MMA综合格斗规则初量级正赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手特丹让俄，第二回合1分57秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by technical knockout.
面对这次非常强大的对手，你怎么评价这次的对手？
这次的对手战力没那么好，但是他的摔跤、他的柔术还有他的力量确实很大、很厉害，超出我的意料。
那么接下来你的比赛，我想问你的是，你对接下来有什么计划吗？或者说你最想打谁？
我接下来没什么。 没有排名的想打我也可以，或者我往高处打也可以，我都无所谓，谁来我就打谁。
好的，恭喜你特丹让俄！观众朋友们，掌声送给特丹让俄。
对你，咱们叔叔你，俺俩点对雪比，喊你分，操满了抓起对了，但没踩上。然后还要感谢我的老师姜老师，还有龙云格斗，还有我的兄弟们，感谢你们。 帮我备战，谢谢你们。
好的，恭喜你。
接下来马上开启我们今天晚上4人新锐赛的最终决战。红方选手托列巴赫提江来自于中山拓武格斗俱乐部，目前 JCK 战决成3战全胜。 他对手叶德里穆黑亚提来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部，首战终结对手强势获胜。接下来2位选手将会争夺 JCK 战决成的官方签约合同。
Here we go. Now it's time for the Flyweight Tournament Final. Yedali Muhayati makes his way to the blue corner from the stage. He is now 1-0 here in JCK after that beautiful liver kick finish earlier in the opening round of this one-night tournament. Beautiful work from Yedali. Beautiful striking, but his grappling was not really tested in that opening round here in the finals. And Paula might be the kryptonite. If you're pinned to the ground Your striking is not much good. Let's see if Yedali can maintain distance, fire off those straights, and smoke the liver with that left kick like he did in the opening round. He looked fantastic in that first fight, and he's fresh.
Well, first he's fresh and he's fast. So fast. He threw up that head kick that caught his opponent flush on the face. He's just so random and sporadic. Like his attacks, you never know what you're gonna get. Manages to keep the distance. We don't know about his wrestling defense or how he fights with his back. We did see him drill with Liu Tong yesterday, and he looked pretty fluid on the ground. Let's see, he's fighting a much more experienced guy here in the 4-man one-night tournament finals. And there is his opponent, Tuole Bahatijian. Tuole is from Xinjiang, but he trains all the way in the south of China in Dongshan at Tuowu Fight Club. We just saw him win in the first fight of the night, and he has been here at JCK before. He's had success here before. Last fight, obviously not the one tonight, the previous one, he won in the 3rd round via a body shot. Tonight's fight, he went 3 rounds against Zhang Lianghang, and we believe it was 2 rounds. Well, in our books, it was 2 rounds to 1. The judges agree with us. He won that fight 28-29, got the decision. But how much energy did he spend to get to the finals, fighting a very fresh Yedali? But he does have the experience, and I'm telling you, experience goes a long way. Let's see how much of his experience can come into play, or will the reach and the freshness of Yedali be too much for him?
I'm looking forward to this battle. Both fighters look great in that opening round, but this is the fight that counts. A look now at the tail of the tape, and Yedali enjoys an even greater reach advantage than he had in the opening round.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 银两级私人新锐赛的最终决战。蓝方选手身高179公分，臂展178厘米，体重57.50公斤，来自于北京黑虎搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩3战2负1胜。 JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜，他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手叶德里穆黑亚提。本场比赛红方选手身高164公分，臂展160厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄20岁，来自于中山拓武格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩10战8胜2负。 JCK 战决胜战绩3战全胜，他就是托雷巴提加。本场比赛场上裁判王悦。
在那儿，在那儿。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
Yedali in the blue and Tuole in the red. Yedali comes out southpaw, switches to orthodox. Look at these guys, they've already switched back and forth twice. That's crazy. Copying each other, not allowing the opponent to have the opposite stance. Now they're both in southpaw.
Yedali with 178 centimeter reach for a flyweight. That's ridiculous.
Nice.
Stiff left hand there. Tuole backs himself against the cage wall. Beautiful snatch for the single leg, but Yedali evades it. He likes to strike, but he's got solid wrestling too.
Well, oh, another beautiful liver kick. He had success in the first round. Sneaks that kick in again. Nice oblique kick from Yedali. Tuola needs to engage a little bit more. He cannot stand in front of Yedali like this.
Yedali popping the jab there. Tuola backing up, looking for the right opportunities, getting close to the cage wall there, diving for a single leg. Is he going to be able to complete this takedown?
It's going up, pushed up against the cage. Tuola is the much shorter, stockier fighter. He might be able to just get in. Oh, there he goes.
Beautiful work from Tuola to get this fight to the ground. That's where he needs to play this fight if he wants to win. There's no way he's going to outstrike someone with such an incredible reach advantage, great speed and skill on the feet, as Yedali has.
Well, Yedali went for a triangle there. Tuola defended, but during his defense, he just gave a bit too much space, and Yedali popped back up. Goes for a head kick. Nice defense.
Look at this, Yedali perhaps threatening with a choke here.
He's got the body triangle.
Very
low
big.
Now he shrugs up. This is the right way to set up that guillotine. Once you have the arm up, is to sit back up and create a bit of space. But Tuola really does have a hard body type to submit with a guillotine. Short neck, very strong and stocky.
Tuola did well in the opening round from that technique. Yedali pushes him away now, creates some distance. Now Tuola is fighting to get back to top control. Look at this, wrapping up. A grip there, both fighters disengage, and the clock is running down. There's a body kick from Yedali. Both fighters swapping blows here. There's a hard kick with the left leg from Yedali, and that's how round one will end.
What an explosive first round. And both these guys look pretty fresh when they walk back to their chairs. Nice escape there from that single leg. Snuck in that liver kick there, the Yedali. This was the takedown, the first takedown, just running the pipe.
Ready, ready, fight!
Round two begins. Yedali in the southpaw stance, pushing forward. Tuola comes over the top with a beautiful left overhand. Tuola light on his feet, trying to make sure he's not a static target for the sniper, Yedali.
Actually, it feels like Tuola is fighting even better than he did in the first round. Oh,
beautiful hard left kick. You heard the sound all throughout the studio. Tuola looking for a calf kick. He's backed himself against the cage wall. Last time he's in this position, he dropped for a single leg.
Yedali going.
There he is, going for that single leg again. Yedali making it difficult for him to complete this. Tuola eating
Lots
some
of
punches.
punches.
Beautiful switch to a double leg there. He gets the fight to the ground. Now he's on top. This is where Tuola is strongest.
Yeah, he has good ground and pound, powerful ground and pound.
Yedali looking calm, managing well the arms of Tuola, making sure it's difficult for him to score with blows here from inside this open guard.
Will he be able to attack with a submission again and then make space to get up? Or will Tuola be able to keep him back? Yedali very fast to get up. Up again.
Yedali back to his feet. Both fighters now opting for the southpaw stance. Yedali with, Tuola with a beautiful shot there. Is he going to be able to complete this takedown? He does, but Yedali pops out of it. Now he's looking for the back.
Looks like he might have a reverse triangle. No. Tuola pops back out. There's a bit of the back. Yedali fighting to break the grips there.
An interesting round so far. What do you think's up on the scorecards in this round?
So difficult because Tuola, I think positionally he's had the advantage, but it is Yedali that's landed more punches, in my opinion.
Hard to say. I kind of
punches.
You know, I don't want to be held accountable, but I kind of think that Tuola has done a little bit more in this round. So if it ends this way, it's going to be 1 round apiece, perhaps, on my scorecard.
Nice.
Tuola looking to score even more here with some heavy forearms to the face from inside this half guard.
This is where he's so good.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. What a fantastic finish to that second round. You got to think it's a round apiece going into this make or break final round.
不要再想着倒下了啊！你看他现在站立，他这个点点是外当到接着还要说说后头压力，
Also 2 rounds to 1. So he's got the experience
he's
winning.
Telling you, don't
close fights.
I said it when he walked out first. Don't judge a book by its cover. He looks like he doesn't do the extra exercise and those extra burpees and fitness at the gym. But he's tough as nails and fast and explosive. Maybe he's just genetically prone to be a better winter body than most of us.
Fight!
Some sportsmanship between these two. They obviously were born and raised in the same region, but not stopping them from really throwing down. Nice shot again from Tuola.
Tuola grinding against the cage wall, looking to complete this single leg. The grind continues. Tuola fighting hard to get this fight to the ground. Yedali doing a fantastic job of maintaining his balance.
They're doing really good here to keep the pressure in the wrong way. Very active from both these guys. Yedali defending, and so Tuola is also just relentless in his wrestling, not stopping.
Fantastic work from Yedali to stay on his feet. They disengage now. Yedali pushes forward with some strikes.
Now we see Tuola having some deep breaths. Will Tuola look to work the body? There he goes with a kick. Another kick.
Beautiful single leg, low single there. Trying to work the transition to get this fight to the ground.
He's got the body.
Working the knees to the hamstring area. Trying to come over the top with a big blow.
Nice
Yedali shrugs it off.
Nice stiff jab and a heavy cross. Faking those kicks is Yedali.
Oh, a beautiful
nice
knee
to the body.
Hard, stiff cross with the left hand from the southpaw stance from Tuola.
Another nice 1-1-2.
Both
throwing back with a big overhand.
All of a sudden, Yedali doesn't seem to have a reach advantage anymore.
Big kick to the midsection.
Tuola doing much better on the feet now in this third round that he's done in earlier rounds. I think Tuola's up on the scorecard. Yedali looked great in the first round. He's got to do something big if he wants to win this tournament.
I don't know. I think he did better. I think he avoided damage. He's the one that did. Tuola was active. Oh, there's a nice punch from Tuola.
Less than 30 seconds in this fight. hard to say who's the winner, who's the loser so far.
We might have different opinions, but the judges are the final ones to decide, and only 15 seconds left. This fight might go the distance.
Both fighters fighting to the bitter end here. Final few seconds of this tournament final. We'll go to the judges' scorecards to see who's done more. Woody, you think Yedali will earn the judges' nod? I think Paula stole this fight.
Well, it was a good fight regardless. Let's see what the judges say. Both these guys think they did enough. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. Beautiful low single legs from Tuola. That was in the first round, that beautiful liver kick. This was started the very first takedown. Look how he turned the angle. Heavy ground and pound from Tuola.
Beautiful overhand there from Tuola. There's a hard left kick. Another one from Yedali.
And this Yedali defended this takedown. Oh no, it wasn't this one. Reversed, but then got reversed himself again. Such back and forth wrestling between these two fighters.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男裁判杯综合格斗规则银量级4人席位赛最终决战的裁定结果如下：1号裁判27-30 ，Judge number 1 27-30；2号裁判28-29 ，Judge number 2 28-29；3号裁判28-29 ，Judge number 3 28-29。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定冷风胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the blue corner, 叶德里慕黑亚体。
好的，叶德利，我来采访一下你。久违了，在职业比赛中获得胜利。我知道你以前在竞技比赛中获得过很多场的胜利，但是这一次，有些不一样。我们第一次在职业比赛中获得胜利，并且拿到了 JCK 的合同。你有什么想说的吗？
我现在特别激动，因为，大家都知道我的职业战绩是2战2负，现在我把这个2负去掉了，现在是2胜2负，我挺开心的。然后，我在这儿特别感谢我的团队，然后，我蔡哥、伟丽姐、翔哥，阿姨教练、万才教练、本尼教练一直帮助着我。然后我的2位哥哥，我的哥哥是在我无路可走的情况下把我领到这条路里面。我特别感谢我的哥哥。
好，那么托列同样是哈萨克族非常优秀的选手，非常优秀的摔跤手，并且刚才能够摔倒你，你有什么想对他说的吗？
兄弟，不好意思，我把你的连胜打破了。
好的， 女士们、先生们，我们把掌声送给耶德利·穆黑亚提。
感谢叶德利，谢谢。接下来将进行的一场羽量级的对决。南方选手达科塔来自于青岛新疆国际搏击俱乐部，拥有8战7胜的职业战绩。他的对手刘永强来自于唐山男女消极格斗 JCK 战决城4人新锐赛的冠军，战力出色，曾使用圈臂断头降服钟镇杰。2位选手即将上演一场精彩的对决。刘永强。
最近备战挺顺利的，我的团队也为我量身打造，去了姜老师那里备战。
刘永强今天的打击真的像老师魏瑞啊，妖刀一般的精准。
My name is Dakota Hope. I train at Sunken International Fight Club in Pattaya City, Thailand. I train with the JCK champion Won Ji-jun, and I learn a lot from him. He pushes me every day in training.
我对手也查不到资料，反正来了我就有把握拿下他。
真的像刀捅一般的腿法呢，他真的是有非常大的破坏力，而且是累积型的伤害。
I see that he goes for good wrestling shots as well, and he will go for the finish when it's available, but we have prepared.
这次准备的非常充分，从站立到地面，我都为他制定了一套技术。
还是很有可能有的，
有机会，
很有可能有的，拿直，很有可能有的。
It will be a hard fight, but it will be a fight that will get easier as it goes on because it's certain things we have worked that we see he does.
上2场比赛是我这一场的比赛的动力，我一定会赢下这场比赛。
Victory is assured for Dakota Hope and the Sunken International Fight Club.
Now it's time for the co-main event of the evening. This is a featherweight scrap, making his way to the cage now from the blue corner, a very determined Dakota Hope from the United States of America. Though this is Dakota Hope's JCK debut, he's no stranger to MMA, holding and defending championship belts in his native USA. He brings a solid wrestling base to the cage tonight, having started first with Greco and freestyle as a child, then transitioning into folk style in high school before earning a scholarship in that discipline to an American university. He got into some trouble at school and ended up back in his hometown of Houston, Texas, where he gave MMA a try, finding his calling in life. From there, MMA brought him to Thailand, then to China, then back to Thailand. He's now living and training in Pattaya at Sunken Fight Club, where many great featherweights train, including former champ Won Ji-jun, who's in his corner tonight. It's fair to say that there are high hopes for Hope as he makes his JCK debut.
That's an awesome little pun there. It's high hopes for Hope, and I'm telling you, this guy is very confident, speaks well, very respectful. And we spoke to Won Ji-jun, who we see there. I mean, he's the champion of this division. And Won Ji-jun said he believes this is a given win. He thinks Dakota Hope has us in the bag. But let's see. You can never count your chickens before they've hatched.
7-1 record for Dakota Hope going into this JCK debut, and remember, that includes title fights and title defenses in the United States of America. There is a lot of hype riding on Dakota Hope as he steps into the cage for this, his JCK debut.
Doing a bit of the Thai walk. They do this before they fight.
The pre-fight ritual.
There we see his opponent, Liu Yongchang, walking out of the red corner. Liu Yongchang is a finisher, very aggressive and chases the finish in most of his fights. Very exciting to watch. He lost his last 2 bouts, but before that he was on a 6-fight winning streak, with 5 of those 6 being finishes. He starts most of his finishes with very aggressive striking and is willing to follow his opponents to the ground to look for the submission too. He is facing a very decorated wrestler, so it's a big test. But don't blink, because he has the ability to make fireworks happen. He has surprising power in his hands, like we saw earlier today with Yang Zhaoxi. Liu Yongqiang has a tall frame for the division, but he is very powerful. At 182 centimeters, he has a 12 centimeter reach advantage, which I think, height advantage, which I think he will utilize to try to keep the fight on the feet and dish out some power striking. He also said that his last 2 losses have motivated him like nothing else has, and he's really looking to get back in the winning column. Let's see if he can welcome the American here and represent some national pride.
Here's a look at the tail of the tape, fans. You can see for yourself how these 2 warriors stack up.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 羽量级的正赛争夺，栏目选手身高170公分，臂展173厘米，体重66公斤，年龄27岁，来自于青岛新疆国际搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩8战7胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Houston, United States of America. I give you Dakota, the Middle Night Hope. 本场比赛，红方选手身高182公分，臂展180厘米，体重66.30公斤，年龄23岁，来自于唐山文旅骁骑格斗 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩22战17胜5负 ，JCK 战绝城战绩5战2胜3负，他就是来自于中国的红方选手刘永嘉。本场比赛场上裁判王金刚。
Watch the back hand. Watch your finger. Watch the lob lock. Okay, touch. Back, lock. George, time. Ready, fight!
Hope in the blue and Liu, and immediately Hope catches a kick and takes him down. Hope on top.
Hope told us he's got a ground and pound game in store. He didn't wait even a few seconds to prove he means what he says.
Heavy hips here from Hope. He did tell us, like you said, very active when he's on top.
Liu Yongchang pounding from the bottom with elbows.
Short little elbows here from Hope. Nice elbow there from Hope. Liu also punching back off his back.
Liu Yongchang, a two-sport athlete, competes as well in professional kickboxing. There's an elbow from the top there to the guts from Dakota Hope.
Yeah, Dakota not even trying to pass the guard as of yet. He's happy to stay here in the guard. Ground and pounding. You did mention he had heavy elbows there. Another heavy elbow, another heavy elbow. How many of those before the ref will step in? Heavy elbows here.
Leo looks
Dakota Hope. Dakota Hope dropping the power here on the face of Liu Yongchang. How long before he gets cut? Another big elbow, followed by another one.
Just over a minute and a half into this round, and the fight is over.
It's over. It took him 1 minute and 37 seconds to ground and pound the very tough and durable Liu Yongchang out of there. And Dakota Midnight Hope makes a big statement here at JCK.
Fantastic work from the American Dakota Hope.
Immediately goes to the opponent, gets on his knees. Such a gentleman, not overly celebrating, respecting his opponent, checking if he's okay. What a good ambassador for the sport.
All in a day's work. Dakota Hope unscathed in that finish victory. Let's look at some of that action.
Huge elbows.
Leo was cut with one of those elbows. Referees jumping in. Not even 2 minutes deep into this co-main event.
本场男子MMA综合格斗规则与量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于美国的蓝方选手午夜达科塔，第一回合1分37秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by 关南鹏。接下来的时间，让我们共同开启今天晚上的头条主菜。蓝方选手马克哈马特亚诺夫多斯顿别克来自于吉尔吉斯斯坦，地面技术出众。他对手李洪基来自于西安四海连城搏击俱乐部，技术全面。面对实力不俗的吉尔吉斯斯坦选手，李洪基将如何面对？下面比赛即刻开战。
Меня зовут Дастамбек Махамаджанов, мы из Кыргызстана.
我是李洪基，战略城签约运动员，来自四海连城。
Во-первых, я люблю этот спорт. Я хочу стать чемпионом этой лиги.
看过他一些视频，他是一个打摔型的选手，这种选手很难缠，但是没问题。
Ну, соперник хороший парень он тоже. Я слышал, он джитсер. Кто сильный, он победит.
经过上场比赛，发现了自己很多不足的地方，然后这段时间，经过自己的努力，还有教练团队，然后弥补了很多问题。这次大家会看到一个全新的李洪基。
李洪基是一个打法非常硬朗，而且坚如磐石的一位选手。比赛当中，李洪基的高扫啊，包括像一连串的衔接和背后裸脚，真的是让大家非常的惊讶。
Ну, готовьтесь, покажем хороший и красивый, зрелищный бои. Пусть выиграет сильнейший.
不管你打站立还是打摔柔，在我这里都没有用。
Fans, an action-packed JCK Fight Night 94 is flying through with some fast finishes here tonight. Now it's time for the main event. The fight we've all been waiting for, making his way to the stage now. From the blue corner, it's Kyrgyzstan's Makhmatov Janov Dostonbek. The 27-year-old has 7 recorded matches. Kyrgyzstan's Makhmatjanov Dostonbek has seen it all. Sub wins, KO wins, 3 decision wins, in which 2 were split decisions. Before training MMA, Dostonbek was a national kickboxing champion, and after that, he trained wrestling exclusively for 3 years. A very well-rounded fighter. He's only lost twice in his pro career. Both losses were to chokes. No doubt his opponent tonight, Lee Hongji, will be gunning for any opportunity to win, including any chance at Dostonbek's neck that is presented to him. The same way Lee Hongji finished Adi last year. However, Dostonbek is an extremely dangerous opponent, and he's extremely confident. He believes he has the advantage everywhere in this fight, and I heard him say it. He has 100% conviction in this statement, and I can't wait to see what he brings to the JCK cage.
Yeah, and you were saying about the way he said it. He wasn't saying it in an arrogant way. He just actually 100% believes in every aspect of their matchup, he is better. And I also spoke to you when we saw them at the weigh-ins. You know, he's got a really big frame for a flyweight. I don't know how much he cuts to get down to flyweight, but he's pretty big for a flyweight because he's not just all skin and bones. He's quite jacked. So I hope that he's not going to be able to totally overpower his opponent, but he does look like a very strong, athletic young fighter.
In our lifetime, Woody, when we were children, MMA became a new thing, and it spread across the world to places like amazing big shows like JCK here in China, fighters in faraway places like Kyrgyzstan, countries that I didn't even know existed when I was a kid. And people are training high-level MMA all over the world now. It's such an exciting part of my lifetime. So happy to live in the times we live in now
and to be a part of it.
Dostonbek steps into the JC cage for his first shot here at JCK Glory.
Lee Hongji. This young fighter is on my shortlist, and I believe in your shortlist too, to become a star. We have been keeping an eye on him for a while now. He is super athletic, loves fighting. You guys need to watch. You'll see him smiling in the midst of crazy battles. And also he has a star personality. Only 22 years old. He has had some very tough matchups. His striking is incredibly fast, and he's also tricky with his setups, how he implements his striking. However, how will he handle the pressure of a main event? And can he bounce back from his last fight? Because his last fight, of course, was a loss. We have huge expectations for him. But this is a big question. And can he live up to the hype? He looked a little bit smaller than his opponent, but he is pretty solid. He's not a very tall flyweight, but he is incredibly athletic. So will he be able to keep the fight in the positions that he thinks he has the advantage? And I think if he keeps on his feet, his speed and his skill will be his biggest advantage. I like the way he got the haircut. You know, the promo came out. He's been here for a whole week. I saw a photo. He posted a photo 1 week ago, right after the last show, next to the cage side, wearing his new awesome haircut and his new red hair, supporting the red corner. And obviously most Chinese fighters love to come out of the red corner, and there he was, already starting to market this main event.
Yes, Woody, I'm a huge fan of Li Hongji, regardless of the outcome of this fight. You know, he's got a really tough opponent in front of him tonight, but man, I just love the way he brings the fight to his opponents and how he just throws everything but the kitchen sink. Great balance, very exciting striking style. Let's see how he does tonight against Kyrgyzstan's national kickboxing champion. Looking now at the tail of the tape, 5 years of age separates these two main eventers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! It's 3 rounds, 5 minutes, mixed martial art contest. It's JCK MMA Fight Night, Flyweight division. It's showtime! Introducing first fighter at the blue corner, mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 7 fights, 5 wins, 2 losses. He stands 175 centimeters tall, weighing 127 pounds. Fighting out of Osh, Kyrgyzstan, I give you Mark Hamat Yanov! Now, introducing first opponent, fighter at right corner. He stands 170 centimeters tall, weighing 127 pounds. This man is mixed martial artist, holding professional record, 13 fights, 9 wins, 4 losses. Fighting out of Henan, China. Gets ready for the fight, Jet Li Hongji. The referee who charged in this octagon is Mr. Wang Fei.
Fighter! Okay, gentlemen, this is a new fighter. As you fight, you fight. As you stop. You fight, keep clear, touch. Go back. Go back, corner. Judge! Time! Ready, fight!
Dostonbek in the blue and Li Hongji in the red. Dostonbek comes out. He's already looking for the takedown. Look at Li Hongji. Went for a moment there, he was looking for a ninja choke. Defending pretty well. Went for the hip throw. Still going for that throw. Both these guys wrestling.
What a wild scramble. Dostonbek has Li's back pressed against the cage wall here.
Both these guys not giving an inch. I'm very happy to see how they're matching up power for power. It doesn't feel like Dostonbek has a huge power advantage at all. He's definitely looking for the wrestling. not wanting to stand and strike with Li Hongji.
Good control there from Doston Beck as he has Lee pressed against the cage wall. Lee fighting back as best he can with those short uppercuts. But Doston Beck is firing back with some punches of his own.
Lee doing good there. See how his right hand is on the elbow. Nice trip there from Doston Beck.
Doston Beck on top here.
Big punches thrown by Doston Beck. Li Hongji starting to look for the foot there. He might be looking for a leg lock. Looks like he's going for a straight ankle lock, Vaughn. Needs to extend the hip a bit more.
Doston Beck ignoring that submission, pounding away at the face of Lee. Lee abandons the submission now. Eats a few hammer fists. Look, he's looking for a knee bar.
No, he's back on that ankle again.
Doston Beck escapes that submission and makes Lee pay for it with some brutal shots to the head area.
How much did that take out of Li Hongji? We're only 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this fight. Oh no! He's already got the rear naked choke. Looks like he's trying to cinch it in.
Doston Beck looking for the finish here.
He's squeezing on. Li Hongji isn't tapping. Li Hongji still fighting. You can see him pushing off. He's still turning.
Look at him trying to pry off that torque hand. Doston Beck trying to readjust that choke now.
Oh, now he's got it cinched up. This is not good. We see Li Hongji's face turning red, but he peels the hand off. Can Li Hongji turn into his opponent here? He's trying very hard. Doston Beck cinches up again. This looks bad. Can Li Hongji fight this off? Li Hongji fighting really hard. Tucks that chin in. Okay, he's safe for a little bit. How long before one of these guys can't handle this intensity? They're so fast-paced. Oh my goodness. And Li Hongji comes back on top. He's inside the close guard of Doston Beck.
Li Hongji firing punches now from inside the close guard after surviving those choke attempts. Now he's looking to win this round. Less than 90 seconds remaining in round one here. Lee pops up.
Punches.
He's got to watch for those arm bars.
Nice ground and pound from Li Hongji.
What a back and forth war so far.
打击，连续的打击，连续的打击，
打懵了。
好，有没有机会？
有没有机会终结比赛？
有没有反杀？
注意后脑，
很重了。
有没有反杀？好，我们来，我们看一下
王飞老师，
王飞老师是
要求李洪基来到中立角。
哦，我们看一下王飞老师刚才是在有打后脑的判定吗？因为刚才我们一直是在听到王飞老师在
提醒不要
打后脑，因为刚才那个角度啊，我们看的不是很清晰，所以。
我们义务监督贾涛老师上来观察一下这个马哈马的情况。
因为比赛啊，刚刚是第一回合，我们还不清楚现在究竟是怎样的一个状况。我们看一下，还是要看一下场边的义务监督的老师。右上角是我们的伤停的总补时是5分钟的时间。
OK。
我们看一下马哈马能否在这个5分钟的上庭时间里面休息过来。
其实我们这个定义上的后脑位置，其实是在连接整个脖颈和应该说是耳后那个位置，其实是很小的一块。
是的，是的。
所以我们刚才也没有看得特别清晰，是不是有捶打后脑的行为，所以。还是要看场裁王飞老师以及目前马哈马的一个比赛的状态。
是的。
当然，在刚才我们可以说啊，选手在这种高频的打击过程当中，其实想要去判断那个位置还是有一点点的困难。
是的。
所以
在肾上腺素飙升的情况下，
没错，
不一定能看得准。
没错，我们还是要等待一下接下来这个 王菲老师会如何去判定场上的形势？
是的。
马克哈马也是在抓紧时间
恢复一下。
是我们右上角看到，这是一个我们3回合总共的恢复伤停的时间是5分钟。再看一下上位的砸拳，因为有拳套的防御，我们看到，
对，咱们规则里面是只要拳套压着对方的耳朵就不算，就压着耳朵打就不算这个打后脑。
啊，由上至下这个角度确实看得不太清晰，可能只有当事人和场裁老师才能够看到。
是的，
那个位置。 看到哈马可能还是需要休息，需要休息，因为后脑那个位置确实也是，如果遭受打击的话会
有一定的危险。
没错，
是的，
我们还是一再重申，保证运动员的人身安全是我们的首要的任务。所以现在大家还是在耐心的等待，
耐心等待一下马克哈马的恢复。
但是从前面整个比赛当中的缠斗过程来说的话，2位选手其实都是展现出了很高的意志品质以及能力，包括李洪基刚才被对方3次施展裸脚之后，还能够完成这样的一个以下翻上，包括刚才的上位的砸拳等等，
非常不容易。
我更愿意相信刚才可能会有打击后脑是一次意外。
对，我也是这么想的。应该不会涉及到故意，
没错，
那就是意外，又想快一点，想结束拿下这场比赛嘛。
没错，在刚才，尤其是在刚才那种。 几乎是能够跟胜利近在咫尺的这样的一个比赛的过程当中，马克哈马还是在耐心的进行恢复。我们还是要看一下。场裁王菲老师是在叮嘱李洪基，比赛过程当中要注意对方的后脑的部位。
我们看一下能否恢复过来，马克哈马。
最后的1分半钟。 我们看到，其实李洪基左额角的位置是有创口的，
是的，
是被对方很重的砸拳打到了，所以说有一些。
最后看一下
，1分钟的时间，马克哈马似乎还是在恢复，他掏出了自己的牙套。
问他行不行？不行我就直接终结了。1 minute, have a minute.
掏出了牙套，我们看到王菲老师也是在询问马克哈马的边角是否可以继续比赛。我们再看一下上位的砸拳，砸拳那几下应该是没有问题，后面
2拳有可能，还压了手套。
是的，后面的拳头由上至下的拳头可能是会有一些偏斜。
是的。
但还是那句话，角度问题我们看的也不是特别的清晰，
对，
我们看的不是特别的清晰，所以
王菲老师能看准了。还有20秒的休息时间，
在规定的5分钟时间之内，马克哈马是否能够再恢复到自己的比赛状态呢？大家也是在耐心的等待着结果。
10 seconds. Finish！
比赛结束。
这样的话，我们看一下，
很遗憾比赛结束。毕竟这也不是大家都想看到的，谁也不想看到这种情况的发生。
我们看一下这场比赛，应该是判定比赛的最后结果是
如何的？是无结果还是怎么样？我们来看一下最后裁判的打分。 狂风暴雨般的地面砸击，这里我还是看不准，在我这个角度的话，还是不是特别精确，还是要看王菲老师。看一下这场比赛应该是怎样判罚，毕竟这种情况大家都不想看到嘛。
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则银量级比赛的最终结果为：由于来自于中国的红方选手战斗机李洪基，比赛中无意犯规，同时本场比赛进行时长未过一半，所以本场比赛无结果。所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 绝城职业 N94的所有比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、新华网、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播、快手、格斗迷以及12道、华肯乳业集团、梅花、菲特士对本次比赛的大力支持。同时感谢所有选手今天晚上精彩的表现。那么接下来，让我们共同通过大屏幕了解一下今天晚上所有出战选手他们的获胜信息。复赛方面，轻量级的交锋，刘梦阳使用断头台降服对手。那么轻量级的另外一场复赛，杨昭旭通过一致性判定成功战胜对手。那么正赛方面，雏量级的交锋，特丹让俄 TKO 对手，成功获胜。那么4人新锐赛决赛方面，耶德利、穆黑亚提一致判定成功斩获 JCK 战绝城的签约合同。那么正赛另外一场比赛，羽量级的对决，来自于美国的达科塔使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。那么今天晚上的头条主赛，银量级的交锋，由于来自于中国的红方选手战斗机李洪基，那么在比赛过程当中呢，无意犯规，同时比赛时长未过一半，所以本场比赛被判无结果。那么11月23号将会迎来 JCK 绝城职业 N95的比赛交锋，头条主赛，杜利勒与内格马多夫、鲁斯塔姆松打响金腰带挑战权争夺战。同时，银量级赏金赛半决赛也将会展开对决，郑波切对阵尚志法，尼格丹大战蔡雄雄。除此之外，王琦对阵克雷诺夫、鲁斯兰，布侯古布对阵胡兰、巴塔艾利，张志豪对阵奥米德。在此也诚挚邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com 以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最新赛事资讯的更新。最后再次感谢现场以及屏幕前的诸位今天晚上整晚的陪伴，最后祝大家晚安，再见。
我们今天呢 JCK N94的比赛到此就是落下了帷幕。那么可以说呢，头条主赛是稍稍有些遗憾，我们还是要和大家去解释一下，因为整场比赛来说的话，李洪